Good evening, everyone. My name is Nathan Cowan, and I'm here to talk to you today about ethics in instructional design from a biblical worldview. As Christians, we believe that every aspect of our lives should be governed by the principles and values taught in the Bible. This includes our work, whether we are teachers, trainers, instructional designers, or any career field. Our Christian faith should permeate throughout our lives, affecting not only our lives in our church or religious life, but in our personal and careers as well. Our work should reflect the character and nature of God and should be done with integrity and excellence. This brings to mind a verse from the book of Colossians. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. This is Colossians 3:23 from the NIV version. This verse emphasizes the importance of doing our work with excellence and integrity, as if we are doing it from the Lord Himself. It reminds us that our work should be governed by the principles and values taught in the Bible, and should reflect the character and nature of God. So, what does this mean for instructional designers, and how can we apply it as we go and create instructional materials? First off, it means that we should approach our work with a servant's heart. We should see ourselves as stewards of the knowledge and skills that we are imparting to others, and we should strive to create instructional materials that are both effective and ethical, according to Lynn in 2007. One of the key principles of ethics in instructional design is respect for the learner, according to Gray and Bowling in 2016. This means that we should design our materials in a way that is sensitive to the needs, abilities, and backgrounds of our learners. We should avoid using language or images that could be offensive or exclusionary, and we should strive to create a learning environment that is safe, welcoming, and inclusive. For me, these are principles that are confirmed in the Bible, but are common sense in just how we love and treat people as we go about our days and interact with either coworkers or students, depending on our role. Another essential principle is honesty and transparency. We should be honest about our own biases and limitations, and we should strive to present information in a balanced and objective way. We should also be transparent about our goals and objectives, and we should make sure that our learners understand what they are expected to achieve through our instructional materials. One of our big mottos at the school I work at is transparency is key. And I work every day to build an honest and open relationship with my students and the fellow staff members I work with. This includes being honest about my background and any biases that I may have and try and work through them as I work with students. This just allows a better bond to be built with students and builds for open trust and communication in the classroom and with fellow coworkers. Integrity is another key principle of ethics in instructional design. We should always strive to do what is right, even when difficult or unpopular. This means that we should be willing to speak up when we see something that is unethical or immoral, and we should always strive to do our best work, even when no one is watching. Finally, we should always be mindful of our instructional materials' impact on the world around us, according to Tech Trends in 2015. As Christians, we are called to be agents of positive change in the world, and we should design our materials in a way that reflects this calling. We are tasked with promoting and encouraging the next generation of students to go out into the world and make a positive change. We should try and do our best to create that change whenever we can, and this includes in the instructional materials that we design to be implemented in classrooms. So, this means that we should strive to create materials that are not only effective and ethical, but also contribute to the greater good of society. As a math teacher, I like to tell my students that I'm really more concerned about turning them into decent people than I am into turning them into effective mathematicians. That's my main goal as an educator, is just to help guide them, help them become better people. In conclusion, ethics in instructional design from a biblical worldview means approaching our work with a servant's heart, respecting the learner, being honest and transparent, maintaining integrity, and being mindful of the impact of our materials on the world around us. By following these principles, we can create instructional materials that not only help our learners achieve their goals, but also reflect the character and nature of God. Thank you.